This is Powerup Pursuit, a level from Super Dram World 3. I'm going to be required to keep P-Speed through the whole level, and there's actually a meter showing the P-Speed just to the right of Mario. Having full P-Speed allows Mario to run faster, and also gain flight when jumping with a cape. The P-Balloons in this game are a little different than they normally are. They move faster and you have more control over them. You also can't shoot fireballs while spinning in this game. I really like the speed at which you switch power-ups here. Since I've recently jumped with P-Speed, once I grab the feather, I'm immediately able to take off and gain height, and I turn that into a sticky fly. This right here is the last little bit we need to maintain P-Speed through. We have a star active, which would immediately destroy the Koopa, and we need to jump off of him 3 times. And this is about to be my first time getting past him. That's a fast rope. Jeez. What a cool section. What a super duper cool section. Welcome to romhack Race Week 331. This is Power Cycle by Eden and Mason. This level features a gimmick where whenever I gain score, I switch power-up states. So I'm losing my mushroom by spinning on the turn block, and then regaining it by stomping through one of the Goombas. Yoshi has to eat 5 things to grow up, so we did a double eat with the shell and the first one up, and then used the berry and other one up for the other 2. I need to be spinning as I jump on this Yoshi, so that I can safely bounce off of the piranha plants to get to the next part.
Blah blah blah.
I can't just kick the shell, I have to bump it. That gives me score and a mushroom. And each one of these coin blocks that I'm hitting also gives me score to give me another mushroom. I'm running with P-Speed here. Eventually I'm going to catch up with this shell. I need to make sure I don't jump on it until the end, because it's the only way I'm going to be able to get to the door. Now this is where things get really crazy. Instead of just cycling between Small Mario and Big Mario, now we're also throwing a cape and a fire flower into the mix. Up ahead, we're going to need to shoot a piranha plant. That's going to give me a coin so that I turn back into Big Mario. That allows me to take damage and get iframes. That's the only way I'm keeping a mushroom over to this gray platform. We're getting P-Speed and flight, then we immediately change over to a fire flower. I collect the coin from that plant, turning me into Small Mario. I'm still able to fly, but I can't see myself. That power-up switching is pretty crazy. My time for this level was 2 hours and 27 minutes. That put me in 3rd place out of 3 racers who were able to finish. Bye! Bye, Shell! Bye! This is the Yellow Switch Palace from Super Dram World 3. Everyone knows that Yellow Yoshi stomps the ground when he has a shell in his mouth. But who knows his true power? Who knows why this one bounces up all other sprites when he touches the ground? I personally think of this Yoshi as well regardedly as the legendary, hypothetical, Mr. Pibb. Conceivably. This shell is going to be kept up in the air by way of stomping the ground. Landing Yoshi on the spikes is instant death, so we had to use the shell to get over top of them. There's just barely not enough space to get between the Pokey and the spike, so I had to eat one segment. That Yoshi also continues to bounce sprites when he touches the ground, even if I'm not riding him. That includes the Yoshi himself. We'll need to use this charge and check to get over a pretty high wall at the end. And if you noticed earlier, even sprites that I could stand on get bounced up when Yoshi lands on them. Ha ha ha! Jumpin'. It's a really good end of level troll. Let's go. We're back here at the regular exit of Snowflake Freeze. The snowflakes that we see here will freeze both Mario and the shells. We need to use most of them to get everything to line up properly. This is my favorite move right here, where the shell is frozen and then unfreezes right before I need to bounce off of it. And the green blocks you can see on the right are controlled by the on-off state. Up next is a really rare move, where I bump the red Koopa out of his shell, and then we hang out in the air long enough for him to wake up before bouncing off of him. All the rest of the snowflakes that we see between here and the end of the level must be avoided, or else I'm not going to be able to keep up with the shell. Let's go. Hey, that wasn't so bad at all. Hello, good morning. I had to put together some footage that I wound up losing yesterday. It wasn't actually lost, it was just a matter of needing to put it back together. I did forget to do one thing before I started, which I'm going to do right now. But how's everybody doing today? This fine Friday. No, I don't choose to. Bloodborne is actually one that I would refuse to put on the list because I don't have access to it. I have a copy of it on my shelf, but I have no PS4 to play it on. I am, yes. Scammed? What do you mean scammed? If you're talking about using channel points at a time when you're not supposed to be able to use channel points... Oh, it did go off. It worked. It's just not part of the stream because... it doesn't belong there. I need to reload this. Yes. I will be as smug as I want to. Alright. I've got my death counter. You know what I don't have? Why are you on the other screen? I need the timer. There we go. Alright. I really like this level so far. Your fingers hurt. Last night, I played Grand Powerup 2 Bowser with a Guitar Hero guitar. And let me tell you a thing or two about painful fingers. Thanks, Tom. Hey, Dana, good morning. I did pretty bad with the guitar. You were here? Why weren't you sleeping? Wait. Time. There's different time zones, and they change. It's not my fault you keep everything upside down.
Hello everyone, John Nintendo here. This winter, pick up a copy of Kirby and Rainbow Curse, available now for a cozy time on the Wii U. I'm so cozy with my copy of Kirby, snug as a bug in a rug. Also, I have a knitted cap on and a mug of cocoa.
That does sound pretty cozy.
Spiky Spike is just out here having the best day of his doggo life and having a nap at his spot.
He is having a pretty good nap. He's always snoring, like even when he's awake. And I've kind of dubbed it to be beagle purring. Hey, Super Mike. Yeah, this is a really cool one. It's that jump. I've hit it many times, but it's not getting easier. There was that one guy who taught his dog to play, I think, Gyromite, and then Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball. I think Kaizo would be just a skosh harder than those games. Yo, Thibs, thank you for the thumbs up. And Ashley for the heart me, really appreciate it. I know, Mac, just submit it to Urban Dictionary. Hey there, welcome in. I gotta say, I really appreciate having a YouTube audience today. YouTube has been pretty rough on me lately. I'm not gonna harp on it, but if you can give the video a like, hopefully they'll stop doing that. Carmen, thank you very much for the love you so much. And the heart me. I love you too.
First blood.
Mrs. Jeremy with a new PFP who dis.
It's okay, bud. But here's the really funny thing. I actually liked the little bit of Hyper 6 that I played, but I did stop before it got bad. And I also refuse to play that without save states, because it's super easy, trivial even, to farm power-ups, and to force yourself to redo it over and over again is really annoying. How's the video upload going? Nobody seems interested in watching Dram 3, which is kinda nuts. Kinda nuts.
Now click like on the YouTube stream, or you become the Prable TTS voice. Your...
What? Not the Prable. As of right now, I think I know everything that I need to know. Well, that's not entirely true. There's a part that I know how to get past that I haven't yet gotten past. Alright, have fun grocery shopping. Too late. That's really nuts to be that fast and still be too slow. There it is, that's the Dram 3. Super long section before it, and then a super low probability trick. Because there's nothing forcing the timing of that ball and chain. Donald! Thank you for the raid, Donald. I did get raided. Thank you for the raid. Just like Donald, I'm also making my way through Dram 3. I'm slightly ahead as of right now. I've got like 80% of this level done, and I've got the green switch done. Wrong way! You must have been thinking of Lord Hoyle. Like, I love Serrated Dash. You can't even talk to him. He hits the button and pa-choom, he's gone. Oh shit, I forgot to change my thumbnail, didn't I? I did forget to change the thumbnail. That's the most important part. I missed the chuck entirely. Man. Fix your romhack, panga. That's not how that's supposed to work. Whatever code he's got in there to prevent throw blocks from getting smashed during an up throw, and sometimes put them in a weird spot. I would guess that that's probably a case where I would have lost that throw block entirely. I kind of wish I hadn't stopped early yesterday. Yeah, so Super Mario World, you don't get releases of individual levels. Not like Mario Maker. Things are packaged up as an entire game. And Dram 3 just came out, and made my panga, who has so much experience making Kaizo, and I turned on his video on Dram 3. He was saying that Dram 1, he threw it together in 2 weeks. And Dram 2, he sat down and worked on that for about 2 months. And then for this one, he spent 2 years on it. And it's so ridiculously well made. Nice, I just dropped it. Thank you very much for the follow, I really appreciate it. I mean, there's a little bit of wiggle room. Not a whole lot, though. That was the thing that had scared me off from trying to play Kaizo way back in the day, was the belief that it actually required perfection, and it totally doesn't. I was too slow. I was too slow. If you have to ask the question, this is not a game for you. Period. This is a Grandmaster difficulty Kaizo hack. This is intended for people who have literal thousands of experience playing, thousands of hours of experience playing Kaizo. But streamer, why are you gatekeeping? Because playing this as a brand new player would not be any fun. You should start at something that is designed for beginners. I hate hitting him the wrong way. Quickie 2. Quickie 2 is a great first hack. Quickie 2 honestly is a much better place to start than Quickie 1. Not that Quickie 1 is bad, it's just incredibly uneven in its difficulty. Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, this is up there. To date, I've played... I want to say 4 other Grandmaster hacks. Cheffy 2 is not listed as Grandmaster, but I'm going to count it anyway. Because... I don't think it has been remoderated properly. Running 60 FPS with no input lag? Yes. That's a Super Nintendo. I use a Super NT. So neither. I like that I've been able to put the Dram shorts in my clip reel. I've been able to show them at the start of stream and stuff. Like, I've been going out of my way to put the newest clip as the first thing that we see. There's actually been a couple of spoilers for unreleased videos, but that's fine. Yeah, you play the level. The way you play the level is by playing the level. I am incredibly shocked that I hit that blue Koopa. I might need a bigger re-grab, because I feel like I'm too high when I'm contacting the spring. I'm just so afraid of hitting the munchers.
Wow. First blood.
Almost. I don't really have much of an opinion on Vine. I never used it back when it was a thing. And I don't think I have much interest in watching the 6-second long videos. If it's going to be anything other than that, then I might be interested.
Nothing beats a Jet 8 holiday. And right now you can save £868 per person. That's £72,996 off for a family of 84.
Yeah, if it was a replacement for TikTok, like allowing us to have the same length of video that TikTok allows us, I guess there would be a point to it. But I have no capability to function with a 6-second time limit. No, I haven't even looked, Dash. The only thing that I'm planning to look at is TVs to see if I can get one super incredibly cheap. But I'm not looking to be buying things right now anyway. No. You're lying to yourself if you say playing on a CRT makes a difference. I'm not. Oh my fucking god, okay. Well, that orb must be the end. I need to wait longer for the jump. That orb is gonna destroy me. That is PB, yes. Yeah, they would use the physical limitations. They would use the physical limitations of how a CRT displayed an image as an art style. But I prefer to have pixel perfect graphics. I'm still not sure what that on-off switch does, by the way. The one at the end? The one that I hit? I don't think that you're surviving that section without hitting it, though. Like, you're not gonna get in the right position if you don't hit the on-off. So whatever it does, it has to be something that I want. Yeah, that's a preference. But saying that you like the way that it looks is one thing. Saying that it's technologically superior or that it puts you in an advantage because you have a lower response time is just kidding yourself. Because you're talking about a difference of maybe like 12 milliseconds, which is not perceptible. Hear me say what? That he's a shell guy? God, I love calling him a shell guy. I do like seeing him deal with hecklers. I wish that spring was lower. I'm dead. It is, it really is. I actually got a little bit of Tetris effect after turning off this level after I had played it the first time. Which I don't usually get. I think the last time I had any kind of Tetris effect was with Rock Band? Where I would look away from the screen and still see the scrolling highway. I think I'm using the Tetris effect correctly. I think I'm slightly off though. Yeah, that's the part where I'm wrong, because it's not It's purely visual, is what I'm talking about. So maybe it is right. Yeah. A little bit of an optical illusion. Eh? Eh? Hey, Destin. And then they turned around and made that game that was called the Tetris Effect. Or Tetris Effect, I guess. Which I didn't think was very Tetris Effect-y at all. I bonked the damn wall. I did like Tetris Effect, yes. What I really liked in it was the, and this is stuff that's available elsewhere also, but it had like the combo trainer. So, part of Kaizo is training your hands, to relax, because when you're clenching down on your controller, you can't keep that up for very long, and B, to not panic. You're too slow! You're too slow! Congratulations, Al! That was 46 months of being subscribed. And that's almost a year. And not only that, but that's also worth a joke. From the jokiest joking joke book ever written, no joke. What did the demolition crew say about the building? It's going down. I don't really think that there's a joke there. Is that like an anti-joke? We also just transitioned over to a new chapter, which means a new theme of joke. I need to look at that when I get a chance. I have become joke. Destroyer of joke. Which chapter has the funny theme? I don't think any of them do. Oops. I don't think picking another joke would increase our chances of having a funny one. Not from that. Too slow. I tried to spin off of the rope and you just can't do that. I'm too late. I'm too late getting to the block. The book will be retired shortly. We have, I think as of today, just over 100 pages remaining. And when I say 100 pages, we're taking off a page for every joke that gets read. Yeah, so the plan is to have a stream after the book is retired where we offer the book up on a funeral pyre so that it can't hurt anyone else. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I don't really understand. I've gotten to the on-off switch 3 times now. The first time, it just worked out the way I expected it to. And both the other times, I was just left behind by the moving platforms. Hey, Theron. That is such an annoying jump to mess up on. Oh, right. Phasmophobia. I actually desperately need to ask again in Discord if anybody would care to play that tonight. Because it's better with more players. Oh, that's so tight. Yeah, we should be starting, at 7 o'clock still. I'm getting too much jump off of that. Yeah, I would not recommend getting it to play just once. And I also don't think I have ever played Phasmophobia alone. It is ridiculously more difficult to play by yourself. Yeah, I'm fine with 2. 2 is fine for me. I would even play it by myself. It's just, I would strongly prefer more.
Hello, this John Miyamoto calling. The FBI have been notified about your illegal stream of Super Mario World ROM hack, Super Drain World, and I would like to say that we're all very angry. Reggie is in a fetal position. Sakurai says his wrist still hurt, and that he's sick of our puppies, and AGA Onuma says, there will be more delays for the next Zelda. We ask for your patience. Anyway, to make up for this act of treason, we ask that you stop what you're doing and go buy a Swick.
Okay, so the thing that really tickled me there was the delay before Eiji Aonuma announced the delay. Very on brand. It did replace shit with puppies. I actually need to make sure that the clubbutic mistake will happen from my profanity filter. I'm a big fan of the clubbutic problem. Okay, I get it. So, I should have been faster. I get it. I kind of assumed that I was gonna die there. For touching the orb, which I totally would have. So I decided not to touch it and get an eye on what was actually happening. Yeah, you have to grab the orb while you're on the rope. Because you're on the rope, you're gonna be safe. I don't think that you'll stick to the rope, but you will be in rope state. Christina, thank you very much for the gifts. Good morning. Thank you so much for the follow. No, not ads already. But I guess I was right. That was the end of the level. So when I was saying I was 80% done, I was pretty spot on. I don't know if, I don't think that counts as dodging the troll, even though I didn't really activate it the way it was meant to be. But I still died. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Quickie 2 helps a lot because there's never any question about what you need to do. You can play it without really knowing much about technique or obstacles. Because the answer is always go fast. Always. Man, I really don't want to be hitting that switch right away. It's not actually making a difference to what happens, but... I guess what I'm expecting to see when I'm up there and running into the corner of the switch like that, I'm expecting for my momentum to stop. And I'm just holding right through there. I'm not gonna buy one of those. What are you talking about? The only possible reason I would buy one is to turn around and scalp it. No, I have zero interest. See, I like the Super Nintendo. I feel like the N64 is mostly full of garbage in its library. I'm not even really a big fan of the good games that are on there. Entertained? It's a fun level. Playing the game in itself is entertaining. I think I saw something mentioned about how there were still analog 3Ds in stock, even though they started shipping, or like a small amount became available, probably because of failed shipping. I know, bud. I know. You're so right. I'm avoiding anybody who's past where I'm at. I do have some spoilers for Dram 3, but not many. I'm not, like, losing my mind trying to avoid spoilers. Most ROM hacks are taking most frustration points away by not having consequences for losing lives and giving you a fast attempt at the same section again. That's a UPS delivery next door. I know, bud. How dare they get things? And so close to the holidays? That's pretty good, Dash. I could just imagine getting a panga kick W. Oh no, I've made very little progress today because where I got to yesterday was just before I had to hit the on-off switch, which is basically the end of the level. What I was really surprised by was Panga. I watched, you know, a little bit of his Dram 3 video because I was interested to see what he would have to say about the troll. And he said that for the first level, he expected most people to die to it. I really don't think that's the case. Like, I see a marked Kaizo block from Panga, and I'm immediately suspicious of everywhere else that is not that place. Let's go. That's a really cool ending. That's a really, really cool ending. GG. Tough level. Tough level. While I'm thinking about it, during editing, I saw where the portrait is here. Which I don't need Yoshi all the way for, but I need him a lot further than that. No, I don't. I don't think I need him at all, actually. These are not apples. I did a little farming off stream. This should be a pretty quick portrait, though. So, I don't need Yoshi, but he does make it easier, and the reason for that is because I'm allowed to hold the run button while oh, that also makes it easier. Hey, it's Failstream. Hey, Failstream. Alright, moving on. Kaizo City. Press select to toggle the sound effects for a P-switch about to run out, on or off. Note that it will only apply for this level. You'll see why. Okay. I bet we're gonna have a bunch of short P-switches. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. That is a tight rope to walk. Because we need to catch up to the bullet, but we can easily go too far. The way that we're catching up there. Ugh. Ugh. I think I need to run off and not jump. The way we catch up to the bullet is by running on this platform, and it's easy to catch up too much. Yikes. Hey, Max. Thank you very much for the raid. How was Rando today? Do I need Chuck to jump again? Okay, let's try it. Nope, too slow. Way too slow. Good luck, thank you. We're just getting started on this one. Man, oh man. I can spin onto that, Chuck. Got a different color P-switch. I'd be surprised if there's that many people that are quitting Dram World 3 11 exit steep. There's no way I just go under that swamp. I'm gonna try it one time, but I don't think that's the move. Too high. Hey John, I'm doing just fine. Again, too high. I made something work, which was to jump right when he jumps. I think that that'll work out. The trouble there is that the platform isn't really getting to where I want it to be. I gotta say, I'm not the biggest fan of people just doing bits in chat. Doesn't make for a great first impression. It's a cat raid. Hey, cat. Cat, hope you had a good stream, dude. Sauce, thank you. Shellin, is that shell collab? A shellab, if you will? Nice. Harder than you expected? It's got a list of folks on there that I know have made some pretty difficult stuff. So I wasn't sure if some players went up or other players went down, or, you know, creators went up or down. But it's also only listed as expert, so I wouldn't expect it to be as crazy as some of the stuff that I know people have made is. So it sounds like I would probably be in the same boat as you. We just finished the previous level, and I went back to go get a portrait in a different level. So this is very early in this level. Teamwork.
Hello everybody, John Nintendo here. Here's a fun fact for you. Nintendo was founded in 1889 and produced handmade playing cards. It wasn't until 1975 that they would release their first video game, an arcade machine called EVR Race that simulated horse betting. Oh, did you expect a bit or something at the end? Of this, not everything is a joke. Grow up.
I have a lot of evidence for not everything being a joke. One of those bits of evidence being the contents of the jokiest joking joke book ever written, No Joke. We've definitely got some not jokes from that. It's so much not a joke that they even tell us that in the title. I really want to just run straight from the rotating platform to the brown blocks. But I'm not getting the setup that I would need for that to work. So I'm bailing every time and trying to slow down to make a jump happen instead. Hey there, Zim. Thank you so much for the heart me. Alright, well there's a portrait. Let's grab that. It's a P-switch timer. That would be awful, Al. That would be very awful. I don't understand why my timing is so bad. I think I might get it. Yeah, I like the meter. I see my problem. I'm gonna try and fix it. Hey, it's Juzz! Okay, hang on. You guys want to watch this video? Hang on. It's a clip. Why isn't he upside down? I don't know. I don't understand. What is... Hello? Where are you? This button? Is this the right one? Yeah, there we go. Oh, you're fine.
You'll put my portrait in it? And I'll be like, Kaizo 2 2024. Shit. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to send a letter to his mum about this. Thanks for the reminder.
I think this level is a sequel to that level. Alright, back to it. Look how happy Juzz looks. That's the face of a man who just got trolled, I'm pretty sure. How's it going, Robbie? Okay. We're re-grabbing. which should put us on the P switch. Down to the swooper. Can't see any further. Oh, that worked. Oh, Christina, thank you so much for the gifts. It's okay, buddy. You don't have to be upset. Oh, poor Spike. How long did it take me to learn this game? I've been playing Kaizo as my main game for about 5 years? Five and a half? Dram 3's running total is 40 hours. Well, sorry, bud, the music didn't play. I guess you were out of the room for too long. Thank you for protecting me. You're a good protector. You're keeping me and all the kitties safe. What a very good boy, kid. Chomp, 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 chomp. Oops. Hey, Caleb, it's going pretty good. Okay, don't hold run. Apparently, we got out yesterday. We got out suddenly yesterday. I was in the middle of playing a level and YouTube jail ended. Not as of this moment. I mean, I make videos, but it's not really instructional. I generally explain what goes on in the levels so that it can be understood by somebody without experience. I would like to do a full walkthrough of Kaizo to Learn, which is a great tutorial hack. I'm there if I just let go of run. I'm waiting for the P-switch to run out. The pokey is just an obstacle. He's gonna drop out. I need to be up there hitting that P-switch when the timer runs out. Before I would want to focus on making an instructional video on how to play, I do want to make like a step-by-step, this is how you get started, but I need to just make time to do that. That's not a type of video I've done before, but I think it's one that people want. That's something I should probably do sometime in the near future. Because one of my plans for the next year is to spend time playing through beginner stuff. Hopefully inspiring people. Well, that's where a walkthrough of Kaizo to Learn would be useful, I think. Because that would be in-depth. explanation and examples of the tricks that are in that game, which covers most everything that you would see in most modern Kaizo. Okay, I get it. Too far to the left. I feel pretty happy about my lineup for this chuck. Why is my hand tired? I think that's just gonna work out. Like, just surviving the way I'm surviving is gonna make it so that the timer lines up with the switch. Hold jump. I realized that I had never tried just bouncing straight through there because I didn't think it was gonna work. Turns out it doesn't work. Are you being a nice boy? Hey. Being a nice boy? One thing that does bother me about some of the video that I make, and I might be able to fix this in advance, come to think of it, my my input display is in real time, and my gameplay is just a little bit delayed. It's unavoidable. It's a matter of the capture card that I use. But it makes it look like I'm pushing buttons on the controller about a 1/6 of a second behind what's actually happening. Well, sometimes, one of the reasons that it's so hard to fix is that sometimes the gap is even more. And I have had internet sleuths come after me for that. And unfortunately, I just can't control that. I tried to do something to fix it more easily in fix it more easily in post, which it sounds like such a simple thing. Slow down this clip or this portion of the video that you're making by X number of frames. And it was an easy thing to put in. And then it was making my renders take like 6 times as long. And you'd think, well, it's just render time. That's like compiling for programmers. You're free to do whatever you want while that happens. Well, it also has to render the video for me to look at it in the edit page. Which was causing some problems. Why would they title the email that way? Okay, whatever. I got an email that was, because of its sender and subject, it was something that I had to look at instantly. It was an email from the airline that said it was an update to... Oh! An update to the flight that I'm taking next week. Which, given that it's next week, is potentially a huge problem. But no, they're just trying to get me to upgrade my seat. And they could have titled their email a lot better so that I wouldn't open it immediately. But then I think they know what they're doing. You ever see marketing tricks and you wonder how people fall for them? Like, great, you've gotten me to click on your email, but I am in absolutely no mood to buy anything now that I've done so. And you're not making a great case for it. And in fact, I want to buy things less from you now. Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen his latest video. I don't think. Hey, Hyden. Yep. I at least feel like I've been making good progress every time I play. I might not be making the fastest progress, but it's here. If this was a hack that I was playing after the fact, and I wasn't, here in the trenches right at release, I would feel totally fine about watching video to see how to do stuff in this. Yeah, I mean, the vast majority of Mario creators in the vertical space on YouTube, who, like, I think me and my friends make up that space. We're all going through pretty much the same thing right now. Nope. I need to not be jumping there. Hey there, welcome in. We're inches away from me breaking down and recording. Hello there. And assigning that to happen every time said hi comes in. And when I say every time, I mean once per person, per stream. I can do it. I don't want to because I hate that the button is there. So I'm loath to make things that revolve around it. I would 100% turn off that button if I was able. I kind of want more friction between people being able to just spam my chat and not less friction. Thanks, YouTube. Oh, that's so hard. Oh, man. Kitty, do you want a treat? I don't know what you were hunting last night, but you were being a good little hunter. Here's a treat. It's a good kitty. Why, yes, you can have one too. Thank you for asking. Thank you for the follow. Yo. You're so silly. Don't do it, Spike. Don't do it. Sparkle Fritz with the Prime sub. Thank you very much, Sparkle Fritz. I really appreciate that Prime. You could have used that anywhere, and for whatever reason you chose to use it here. Congratulations on being subscribed for 8 months. That's almost a year. I think Guitar Hero Bowser from last night might be the reason why my hands are so tired. Because they feel tired in a different way than I'm used to. Yeah, I've gotten small glimpses at some stuff. But I've kept my viewing of Panga's video down to just what I've already played. Thank you, YouTube person whose name is so long that it's very hard to read rapidly. No! Let's not spin to that disco. I am really excited to see what all else Panga has made. That was late. What's the gimmick with the meter? What do you mean? What do you mean? What needs explained? Hey, Gonzo. Over 9,000. Now, I'm not saying that as a meme, that's the actual answer. I haven't topped 10,000 attempts on a level yet. And I think it's unlikely that I will. At least without, going way up in the difficulty of what I'm trying to play. Because that 9,000 attempts, came during a level that was 25 plus hours long. And also was extremely rapid with death. Oh, well, thank you very much for the 100. Chris, thank you for the heart me. Christina, thank you so much for the TikTok gifts. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna have to rename a wing of my mansion after Christina. Thank you for the Night Star as well. Thibs, thank you for the clutch gift. Missed. And another hand heart. Thank you so much, Christina. Ah, man. That's a really hard gap to get through. So, something I'm struggling with that big chuck gate is just being on the rotating platform for long enough for it to get in position. And, I think I've got a pretty good solution for that. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. I think that's it too. He does have a smushy face. It's subtle, but I'm landing like closer to the middle of the platform than the edge of it, and it works out better when I'm on the edge than when I'm in the middle. Because being on the middle means that I've already lost some time that I could have been standing on it. I need a little more time there. That thwomp is actually pretty deceptive. This whole time I've been taking pretty wide swings to avoid it, and you just don't need to. No. Me and Donald were gonna race a level. That level is one that's being created by Papa Nug. So that's not gonna happen until that's ready. And then we gotta find time to do it and all that jazz. That's so fucking cool. That's so cool. I missed the Yoshi. I also need to do a regular jump to the Yoshi, which I'm pretty sure is what I did. Let me take another quick look at that. Yeah, I just missed him. Hi, Plackatoo. It's not like groundbreaking, but I don't think I've ever seen a Lakitu throwing P-switches. That's not what I wanted the select button to do. See if I can get comfy. Yeah, well that's been most of the whole hack. Oops. I lost track of how many times I had hit that switch. It's actually pretty cool there that I can, actually wait some. Like, I don't need to be hitting the on-off switch as fast as humanly possible. Yeah, I think I've got the whole chuck setup pretty well figured out. I haven't found it yet, Sauce. I would love to see an easy for babies version of this hack that cut every section's length in half. My hand feels real bad. I think I need to stop. I'm pretty sure that it's just from doing weird things with my hand vis-a-vis Guitar Hero guitar last night. But it feels real weird. Like, it's not painful. If it was painful, I would 100% just stop right away. It's more... You... That's really funny. That's the end of the section? Am I nuts, or does that feel like a quick section? Well, I really want to finish this section now. We're there. The fish drop just felt like an absolute slap in the face. Because, like, that's not even the end. It's just randomly dropped in during the level. Thank you, Panga. Yeah. I've thanked Panga. I've thanked Panga for many a Kaizo block. Because Dram 1 was chock full of them. That is really funny, though. The giant lampshade that was on that silver switch. Like, why would you activate a silver switch? No. I know what you mean. I feel like Panga's had a pretty generous amount of indicators, actually. The different color of P-switches just lasts for different times. Like, blue is the full P-switch timer. Green is 2/3, and I think red is 1/3. Nah, green might be half. Yo, thank you very much for the laughing disco. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. The settings pause menu, I think, is really good. Or I guess the pause menu as a whole. But being able to change stuff on the fly, like instant or prompt retry. I should go for 2. I should go for 2 right away. There's no reason not to. I'm just standing there waiting anyway. Oops. Ah, come on. Something threw me off there. Like I didn't hear the P-switch getting pressed. Hey Nick, it's going pretty good. We are right at the end of this section, which is exciting. Where the fuck are you? Okay, well, I guess I have to wait. Alright then. Here I was thinking I messed up the time I got through. Christina, thank you so much for all the gifts. Did I miss something else? I think that was another laughing disco gift. Thank you so much. And for the latte as well, I think the latte is actually going to be worth a couple of jokes from the jokiest joking joke book ever written, no joke. Let's go ahead and read those. Watch out, kid. How did the firefighter become chief? He climbed the ladder. Why wasn't the shirt tucked in? It was just hanging out. You know, I'm also very hungry. I'm realizing. Thank you so much for the party hat and clutch as well. I'm gonna beat this first. Why was I not there in time? That doesn't make sense to me. I could have fixed it by fast falling, but I'm surprised that I would have needed to. I must have gotten like a huge regrab or something. No, there's not even a regrab there. Come to think of it. Yeah, this is a Grandmaster difficulty hack. It's only expected to be played by people who have thousands of hours of practice playing Kaizo. Okay. I didn't expect to survive that one. Piece of shit Lakitu. Okay. Okay. I think I get it. The green check mark is whether or not we hear the P-switch timer warning. And I prefer having it. I tried turning it off and I just didn't like it. I think it's really funny though that you don't need to dodge the thwomp at all. Shit. Depends on the speedrun. I hold a few world records right now. Okay. I need to do it the way that I did it before, which was completely by accident. But I keep getting there, and that's not where I need to be. Upside down blocks. That was a good touch. Oh my god. We live in a post-poop jump world. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. That's so cool. Hey, Tweet Dreams, thank you very much for that $5 super chat. Really, really appreciate it. I need to stop. My hand is getting tired. It has continued to be tired for a good half hour now. But let's leave him laughing. Let's finish off with a joke. How did the shopping bag get torn? It was mauled. Get it? Thank you guys for being here. I really, really appreciate it. I am going to be back online later tonight. I'm going to be playing Phasmophobia. Doing that with at least Al. I'd like to get more people involved as well, but it depends on if anybody's willing to play. Lord Hoyle is still alive. Why don't we raid and redirect to Lord Hoyle? There he is. I wonder what level he's on. Oh, he's still on Pablo's. Alright. That's not the right chat. And I'm gonna be back again tomorrow as well with more Dram 3. I actually would like to have an eye tracker, but that's not something that is a super high priority for me. Deep fried grapes with Kool-Aid dipping sauce? No thank you. Where is this? There it is. Alright. I guess I've already said my stuff, so it's over. Bye.
It's over!